This is Anuj. I'm the host for today's session. And the topic for today's webinar is EDI, Approach to Modern Digital Transformation. So today's discussion will revolve around EDI. Today we'll be discussing introduction and history of EDIs, market size and changing trends related to EDI, various security aspects of EDI use cases with the practical demonstrations, integration and capabilities of APIs, and benefit in terms of financial and operational aspect by the implementation of EDIs. And later we will have our interactive question and answer sessions at the end of the presentation. So let's quickly understand what EDI is. So EDI is computer-to-computer exchange of business document in a standard electronic format between business partners. EDI helps trading partners and organizations get more done, speed up logistic timelines, eliminate manual errors by automating B2B communications. So you can see EDI has got application across various domains. It's not restricted to any of the domains. It can be used by manufacturing, logistics, airline, healthcare, insurance, and other sectors as well. And to understand this process, we have an example of a manual process versus the EDI process. So let's understand the current process. You all might be receiving orders from customers through calls, mails, fax, printed hard copies, etc. And then you have to maintain different records for orders, various customers, masters. And in case of hard copies, they need to be scanned first and then updated to the system. Then your internal teams create sales order in ERP, uses various applications, and then an invoice is sent to customers and the process continues. So this is the manual process is longer, involves multiple cycles. While we talk about the EDI process, this process is completely automated. Hence, it is a direct communication between the two computers, and there is no manual intervention. So you can see in the example below. Suppose there is an buyer side purchase order received, it will get processed, converted into real time, and then automatically using this business communication model, an invoice will be sent to the buyer internal team. So this is how automated the process is. So moving it, let's see how EDI has evolved around this time. So EDI market size and changing trends. So EDI has the global EDI market is expected to grow rapidly, like in the upcoming years also. EDI remains the crucial to organization across globe for several decades and will have a strong market in the upcoming years also. Almost all industries are impacted by COVID-19 pandemic, and which leads to accelerating their digital transformation initiative, and EDI is a very big part of that. So considering the global electronic data market, software market size, it is projected to grow at 1.67 billion by 2027 from 960 million that is in 2020. And the CAGR for the same is 8% for the period 2021 to 27. So yes, you can see on the screen as the data suggests, EDI is expected to grow fast, and in the future it would be one of the most adopted technologies in the future. Also, in the next slide, we will be see how does EDI work. So again, this involves understanding how the EDI concept works. So here we have a three-step process. The three steps that are involved. The number step one is preparing the document. So this is the most initial step in the EDI process. The first step is to collect the data and organize it. So based on various different kind of organization, they will collect their data and organize it in a proper format. For an example, we can say, in spite of printing a purchase order now, your system creates an electronic copy of that particular purchase order. It will get converted to an EDI document. Now, the next step is translate that converted document into the EDI format. So considering the EDI format is to be standardized across your as well as the vendor side or your partner side. So the next step is to feed your electronic data through translator software to convert your internal data format into the EDI standard format. So standardization is again important in the EDI process, and using appropriate segment and data elements, a standard format can be created. And after this, it comes to the last step, that is transmitting EDI documents to your partners. So you can involve various business partners for this process. And once your business document are translated into appropriate EDI format, they are ready to be transmitted to your different business partners. So these are the three crucial steps that are involved in any of the EDI process. So now moving it, we'll be discussing about the integration. Why integration is a very important factor when it comes to your internal environment as well as the EDI software. So again, EDI integration using APIs helps creating the transfer profiles. It can create your backend system, your ERPs or any other application, and map all incoming and outgoing data in between. So this type of integration are great for connecting on-premise solution as well as cloud-based solution as well. And with Simtrax, we have both kind of solution, on-premise as well as SaaS-based solutions. It also enables speedy real-time data transmission between various business application devices and across people, internal and external teams. So moving ahead, let's look out what are the measurable benefit for EDI in that case. So we will go through the financial as well as operational aspect for that sake. The first parameter is to say is the reduced cost of document management. Like going for EDI, the organization saves 33% on their document management cost annually. Since there is no traditional approach involves a lot of efforts and time to manage paper-based document, implementation of EDI can help reduction of efforts and cost tremendously. Next benefit is data accuracy. Now you can see since there is no manual intervention between the EDI process, there is no need for entering the data manually, and it gives you a high level of accuracy while entering and playing with the data. So next benefit that is critical to any business is the faster invoice payments. It improves the cash cycle and the financial aspect of any business goal. Since the complete document transfer cycle is shortened drastically because of the reduction in paper uses and transfer delays, the invoice payment is faster. Additionally, with process like e-invoicing coming in, more and more standardization comes in, and the process becomes much faster and become convenient for both vendors and seller types. Also with this, there is a chances that both of the partners get real-time data with their systems. Again, looking the next benefit that we have is the elimination of paper-based processes, as you must all experience maintaining and handling paper-based documents. For an example, let's take a PO, invoice, and other documents. It requires a tremendous amount of time and energy for your internal teams. And also, the government compliance says you have to maintain the same records for around 8 years in terms of the financial statement. So this complete hazard of paper-based could be written off by using EDI-based processes. Then another advantage is of going digital is again setting the process in terms of automation. This helps you to avoid delays due to manual error. And since the errors are minimum and the accuracy is at peak, the number of incorrect shipments are reduced to a great number. Moreover, any kind of document generation activities where the manual data entry is involved by your internal teams, it can be automated, making the process more efficient in nature. So going through all of these, we can see that implementing EDI plays have a very large scale benefits in the internal and the external systems. So going ahead to understand the process better and how we have done the EDI implementation, we will see a case from the leading partners of the paint industry. So this business case is from paint industry. What they wanted is after a digital signature of their invoices, they want to transfer the documents and the data to their vendor side. So they needed to convert each of their invoices in real time into hexadecimal data format, that is again the EDI format they are choosing, and upload directly to the predefined repositories using the APIs. So Comply was able to perform the ASK conversion in real time, meeting all the EDI standard requirements, and then the data was validated also and then updated to their ERP. In the process, there were multiple APIs calls were met at the customer requirement, and the details and the data were uploaded in real time. Also with this, advanced EDI capabilities had allowed for seamless cross-platform integration, data and document exchange between multiple applications. Just to highlight this point, This partner were using SAP certified digital signing solution of Simtrex, in which the spool was captured in the real time. The same was sent for digital signature using as HSM, and then the set conversion for EDI has taken place in the real time, sending the details back to the customers and their partners in real time using the API repositories. So this was again how the EDI implementation can also be implemented with the other automated process as well. Now moving in, let's see another application of EDI versus the manual process. So here I'm taking an example of an automated order creation process. So as you can see, the stakeholders involved are customers and the vendors in this process. So understanding the manual process with most of the organization, like you must be receiving a PO in electronic on a hard copy. Then the document will be processed by the internal teams, sales team or the audit team. And in case the PO is verified, the data is entered manually in the ERPs. And then sales order is created. The problem is when, in case there is some kind of mismatch in the PO in terms of price or other parameters, the PO will be on hold, and it is a time-consuming process, delaying the other operational cycles. So now the same can be automated using Complio and with the EDI process in picture. So now with this case, customer will process the documents from their ERP, like customer will process purchase order from their ERP to Complio using the web-based APIs or web-based gateway system. This is from the customer side. The details will be processed and the SO will be created in the ERP automatically after applying predefined templates on the. Also, in case required, the same conversion could take place where we can convert the output file into Excel or XML format wherever required. So again, to demonstrate this process, I will take you to the live demonstration. So I will show you a quick demo for PO to SO process here, which is the initial part of the order to cash cycles. So here I'm just logging into my SAP system, assuming this is from the vendor side, and we will just check the last sales order that has been created in the system, that is 15975. So taking a reference, I will try and look for the T code VA03, and I will enter. I will look for this purchase of sales order. So you can see here the sales order will be created for the same. Now I will try to check the next one. Okay, so you can see the order has not been created. So the next process, I will show you the document to be uploaded, that is a purchase order with the material items, description as well as quantity and unit price. So we can use a standard PO for that example. Now this is again using the Complio web-based application. I am uploading the file. You can see this is the same file we have checked later, and I will click on the upload button to process this in real time. As soon as the purchase order is uploaded, the process will run in real time at the background, and we will receive an automated email and in terms of notifications for the same. So you can see this email body can be customized, and it says our sales order has been created in SAP system automatically, and we have the sales order number as well. And just to verify it, we will just go and check for details. So yes, you can see in the real time that order has been created with the same material number, with the amount, price, and all of the details that has been captured from the purchase order itself. So this is how you can automate a process. Also, in case required, we can have logical checks at the background, where in case there is mismatches of any data, the process will notify the stakeholders. Now moving ahead with the same process, we have another example how the EDI and the process Complio can help you to create automate the processes. Here we can take an example of GRN process. So let me show you how we are automating the process of GRN creation. So again, the interface that I'm choosing for this is the Complio web-based interface, and I would be selecting upload GRN process here. So this is again GRN. Now here I would be uploading the input file, that is again the delivery note that I'm gonna open and show it to you. So let me quickly open this file. So again, this is the sample delivery note. You have information on that delivery note. And let me scroll down a bit. So you will have the shipping address as well as the crucial part, that is item, material description, and quantity. So I am gonna upload this file in the same manner. You can also decide to choose multiple upload in case required. I've just created the upload button, and you can just verify the process, and the process is happening in real time. So the status has been changed to sent. Now if I just want to see the updated status, I will just see, and this will be now processed. So you can just see the date sent on status, the process in case required by your internal teams. And in the real time, we have received this notification. Also with this, I have attached a reviewer based system to it, so that any incoming document will be reviewed by the purchaser team. So this is the delivery note that we have uploaded. On the left hand side, that you see is the metadata section for your purchase or the internal teams. So here I have purchase manager, purchase team, other managers as well in the system. So here I'm selecting purchase manager, and assuming this document is good to go, I will add my comments, remarks. I can reject this, but assuming this is good to go, I have approved it. And you can see the notification has came. And going back to the automated mailbox, you can see the demo for the same demo, the GRN has been created against purchase number this. Now, if you just wanted to cross verify whether the same GRN has been created against the same PO, I will take PO number and I will go to my SAP system. Again, I am going to use transaction code ME23N here. Just to process this, I can see all of the updated quantity here, the delivery cost, amount, as well as total amount. And I can see the total number of quantity that I dispatched. So this is again an example of how we have automated the process. In case required, we can create the same for the process also. Now, the important aspect, that is the consideration before you wish to implement an EDI solution at your premise. So here are a few questions that you must ask, and if the answer is yes to any of them or a couple of them, you must go ahead and start exploring the EDI for your organization. So this involves how you can better satisfy your supplier and customers, and if there are any vendor requirements for EDI standards. So let's take a very standard example. Suppose there are your partners who are wish to going to implement EDI standard at their place. There will be strong compulsion for you to also implement a EDI standard. Also, if not, there is no compulsion. You can always choose and explore whether implementing this EDI program can help you to satisfy your business partners and fulfill their requirements. Also, when it comes to transactions, business transaction online, which are your process more time intensive in terms of which requires more manual interventions, time consuming, and are more time sensitive. For example, let's say invoice processing and payments related processes. And now another example is you must be dealing with various trading partners with different kind of volumes. So you must identify the trading partners with the highest monthly volume and the payment cycle as well. Then another important aspect is which type of EDI is right for your business in terms of EDI standards, in terms of the EDI solution provided, etc. And again, the last one is your EDI partners. Do you want to implement it in-house or you want to appoint a partner? So most probably you should go appointing a partner who are expertise in the EDI market. And another way is to check what kind of supports and training they are providing you to your internal teams as well as your providers for the EDI process. So moving it, why Simtrax is the right choice for your EDI journey? So with Simtrax, you have more than advantage with not only for EDI but for other solution as well. So for EDI specifically, we have on-premise as well as SaaS-based complete solution for your business requirement. We can create your existing documents and we can create a template-based system where you don't need to do any programming or any changes to your existing process or the system. Again, it can accommodate your existing systems in terms of various application involved, in terms of software and hardware complications. It can accommodate your existing systems. Then the important aspect with the ERP integration comes with Our solution comes with SAP certified and IBM certified integrations. And for other kind of ERPs, even that for customized ERPs, we have APIs based integration and Windows based approach as well. Again, with next step that is very crucial for business decision is there is no programming efforts required from your side. You don't need to write a single line of code or change your internal systems, as the solution excite after your environment and will help you with your EDI process. With this EDI solution, you get integrated solution for your RPA processes, digital signatures, multi-level workflows, as well as e-signatures as well. We have training as well as 24/7 support for our enterprise plans, and it comes with effective pricing. So based on your document volume and the type of solution that you are going to picture, we have effective pricing system for your organizations. Now, having a quick glance, other solution that are from Tracks, like from initiating GRNs to SaaS-based to on-premise solution, we can help you with customized reporting from your ERP side. We can help you with digital and e-signatures as well for your internal and external stakeholders. Workflow automation, where you can automate different workflow and process flows. You can involve, create a number of hierarchies in the system. And with compliances like e-invoicing and e-way solutions as well. Moving it, let's see our customers who have all trusted us with various of their requirements. To name a few: Asian Paints, Tata Chemicals, Volta, Sanjay Steels. Finance side, we have FMCG food side we customers. So Compleo is not restricted to any particular domain. It has utilities across all that domain. From pharma side, we have Himalaya, Pfizer. Even for that, say, other sectors, we have printing media houses like Vandanic Bhaskar and Type Publishing. So now I would like to have your questions, in case any query from this session or particularly outside this session, our team will be more than happy to answer that. So you can just let me know if you have any kind of queries. You can drop your queries in the chat box, and over to you, Tejas.
Okay, Anuj, can you please confirm if I am properly audible?
Yes, Tejas, you are.
Okay, thank you. So Anuj, firstly, thank you for the wonderful webinar session. I hope it was useful and informative for all our attendees today. So the first question we have here is, in one of your slides, it's mentioned IBM integration. Please brief on the same. Okay, so for IBM system, we have a connector that we have developed, which is certified by IBM. And we can use this connector to capture the spools from the out queues of iSeries systems. So files once processed from IBM can directly be captured and utilized as input for further processing. So that's about the IBM systems integration. So I hope I have answered your question. If you have any more question, you can let me know. So there are a few more questions which I will answer. So the next question is, are there any specific infrastructure prerequisites needed for implementing an external EDI solution? So mostly the EDI solutions require certain document standards and certain file format standards and certain encoding standards. As long as they are met, there's nothing else to be done. One major thing which may be required in some cases is the setup of APIs. So either releasing the APIs or consumption of APIs based on what kind of integration happens. The next question is, do you offer EDI as a separate solution, or does it come as a package with the other solutions? So we do offer EDI as a separate solution, and it can as well be utilized as a package with other connected solutions. Then the next question is, how do I know which EDI method is best suited for my business? So there are certain evaluations that need to be done. So the different parameters which Anuj explained during the session. So how many partners we are talking about, and what kind of volumes are there, which systems are we talking about, what are the standards to be followed. So based on that, the right method can be chosen. Do you also offer a cloud-based EDI solution? Yes, we do offer that. Anuj has mentioned during the session. The next question we have is, what type of EDI implementation options do you provide? So from infrastructure point of view, we provide both on-prem and cloud-based solutions. And for higher scale of projects, we can also train your team so that they can be independent in terms of implementation and support. Next question is, will there be any security concerns in your EDI solution? So the infrastructure we use wherever there is cloud in picture, so we use Microsoft Azure as a cloud platform. So all the security aspects are taken care of. And in case of any on-prem setup, it's your IT policies which will apply. So there's no specific threat as such that comes into picture. Then next is, will outsourcing an EDI solution prove to be more expensive in the long run? So that should not be the case to outsource it in the long run, because managing the EDI internally takes a lot of infrastructure and other efforts to be in picture. Moreover, there are a lot of standards and options available across EDI which can get adopted in the ecosystem of yours. So accordingly, it will demand too many changes and activities at your end. Rather, outsourcing it to some expert in the area will make things and the activities easy for you. Next question is, which are the common processes using EDI? So normally so far we have seen on the manufacturing side processes such as PO to SO auto conversion, or GRN creation, invoice receipt after matching with the data with GRN and purchase order. These are some common processes where EDI is being adopted, because these are the processes where there is a document exchange happening with external entities, so which could be your vendor or which could be your customer. And the complete customer management and vendor management systems these days are moving towards EDI to keep the entire transactions digital. The next question we have here is, which other processor technologies can be used in integration with EDI? So as a part of our solution offerings or something beyond our solution offerings, typical cases could be the digital signature solution, RPA solution, and the workflow solutions, which could work in sync with the EDI solutions. So these are the questions I had so far. So I request all the attendees to put the questions in the chat box if there are any doubts or queries. We are here for some more time to answer your questions. Until then, over to you, Anuj, for concluding the session.
Thank you so much, Tejas. So I would again request attendees to drop their queries, like any sort of, we will happy to answer them. And in case required, you need any other information on the solution that inspired whether from EDIs, digital signature, e-invoicing, anything you may require from us, here are our email IDs and contact details. So you can always reach us. And in case you want to schedule a demo with your team for your internal finance or any of the operational team, we will be more than happy to schedule a demo with your business and team. So yes, these are our details, and I would request you to, if you have any other queries as well, you can just drop in. So I think this session was helpful for you. We have gone through all the EDI and a recording for the same will be available. So I would like to thank every one of you for your time, and we will see you in the next webinar. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Anuj.